Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Wednesday. Thank you for starting your day with us here, 6 o'clock. Jason and Alicia here with you as we get halfway through the week.
Halfway through the week, as you saw, we have a story coming up about summer hydration and getting your kids to drink water and other things. So stick around for that story because, Guy, we're going to need it with the temperatures we're seeing.
Yeah, in the upper 80s later this afternoon. And then especially next week, we're almost pushing 90 next Tuesday. So temperatures will continue to trend above average. Take a look at your morning planner. Northwest winds 3 to 7 miles per hour. But by 11 a.m., we're already right around 80 degrees above the 80-degree mark. So we'll climb up to 88 at 64. It's comfortable now, and at least humidity levels are nice and low, dew point temps, that is. So it feels, comfortable on the skin. Hazy tomorrow again. So I'll talk about some air quality alerts that will go in effect at noon here in the metro and in northern Minnesota. Friday, isolated shower and thunderstorm chances, and we need the rain. I also have our drought monitor graphic that I'll show here in just a little while. Hey, good morning, Megan.
Hey, good morning, Guy. Good morning. So we have a vehicle spun out right now in Lakeville. This is on 35 northbound. You can see traffic definitely backed up at this area. So this was on the exit ramp to County Road 60 where a vehicle spun out. This is at exit 84. It's backed up to 195th right now. So definitely slow moving. Leave early this morning if you are headed up to the cities from Lakeville. Jason and Alicia.
Megan, thank you. Developing right now. In just a few hours, jurors will be back at the Ramsey County Courthouse deliberating the fate of Terry Brown.
He's one of the suspected shooters from the mass shooting inside St. Paul's Truck Park Bar. The shootout happened in October of 2021, killing an innocent woman and injuring 15 others. That jury must now decide if Brown pulled the trigger to save his own life. CC is live at the Ramsey County Courthouse with more this morning. CC.
Hi, good morning. So jury's back at 9 a.m. today after deliberating for 4 hours yesterday. Now, Terry Brown, he is admitting to firing those shots, but he's saying it was all in self-defense. Now, Brown, who isn't legally allowed to have a gun, says he brought a loaded gun into the bar and fired it at his enemy, Devondre Phillips, because Phillips fired at him first. Brown's attorney said he did the only thing available to him to stop Phillips from trying to murder him. But prosecutors are arguing that Brown advanced on Phillips with his gun when Phillips shot his friend in the stomach. Right now, Brown is being charged with 1 count of second-degree murder, 4 counts of attempted murder, and a count of illegally possessing a firearm. Now, again, jury back at 9 a.m. today. And we do want to mention that Devondre Phillips, the other shooter, was convicted back in February on 8 counts of attempted murder. He's scheduled to be back in court sometime next week. Guys.
All right, CC live for us in St. Paul. Thank you.
Well, at noon today, a coalition of Black parents and community members will speak about recent crime involving teens in the Twin Cities. With school ending, they are calling for more targeted intervention. In the past month, we've seen several stolen car chases and shootings involving kids as young as 12 years old. In a recent interview with Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty about juvenile cases, she said for punishment to be effective for teens, they need quick intervention and quick consequences.
Former President Donald Trump is back in New Jersey this morning after pleading not guilty on federal charges. Vaughn Hilliard has the latest on Trump's response that came just hours after his arraignment in a Miami federal court.
Good morning from Bedminster here at former President Trump's private golf club, where he took to the microphone in front of hundreds of supporters just hours after his formal arraignment for retaining classified documents as well as obstruction of justice federal charges in that Miami courthouse. For Donald Trump, this was a speech of defiance, saying that he did nothing wrong by taking those documents from the White House to Mar-a-Lago. He never denied the obstruction of justice charges against him, but argued more on the merits that it was within his right to have those documents in the first place. Of course, this is running parallel to his own political campaign. Over the last 2.5 months, his lead over other Republican opponents has only grown, and for him, used tonight as an opportunity not only as a legal defense, but also a political defense as well. Much more coming up on Today.
Well, back here at home right now, birding restrictions are in place because of dry conditions up north. They started 6 hours ago in Carlton, Cook, Lake, and St. Louis counties.
Yeah, and Guy, I know it's that time of year. So many people will be lighting up fireworks
I know.
and want bonfires, but they
Ex-
can't.
Exactly. Yeah, in some areas you can't. So let's break that down. First, South Metro. Some areas, no open burning. However, campfires are allowed. And I'm talking about Scott, Dakota counties. So again, no open burning, but however, campfires are, that is allowed here. Now let's go to red, right? The Arrowhead along the North Shore, no open burning at all whatsoever, no campfires allowed. Good portion over here in orange as well. You can see, again, open burning, campfires are allowed, and that's for a good portion of the state. And areas in blue, permits required for any burning. Also, I want to show you the drought conditions before I let you go. You'll see moderate levels that's starting to expand a little bit further off to the west. We're not looking at anything severe in terms of drought conditions, but I am tracking some rain. My full forecast coming up here in about 4 minutes.
Much needed rain. All right, Guy, thank you. In the last 11 hours, the Minneapolis Public School Board approved a $755 million operating budget, but it comes with a $42 million deficit that could cause the district to run out of money next year. This could lead to buildings closing and staff layoffs in the future. The district blames severely declining enrollment and COVID federal money that runs out next fall. With tough decisions on the horizon, students say they're disappointed to see other schools embrace the arts, while those programs at their schools get cut.
It's been really hard to watch my favorite programs in these very important classes to me just lose support and lose resources and continually shrink. And they're not the same thing they used to be.
The district did get tens of millions in new funding from the legislature this session, $3 million of which will immediately pay for safety and security upgrades, mental health resources, and data protection.
This morning, we are 407 days away from the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris.
Oh, Paris, France. It'll
oui.
be amazing. In the last 24 hours, though, we've learned the road to the Summer Games actually is going to make a pit stop right here in Minneapolis. Huge news. For the first time ever, Minneapolis is going to be the host of the U.S. Gymnastic Olympic Trials. They're happening next June at the Target Center. The 9-day competition will determine who will make the USA gymnastic team. Governor Walz credits hometown Olympic gold medalist Suni Lee for helping get the trials here in our state. The event is expected to draw in hundreds of thousands of people to the Twin Cities.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's huge. This is not just a big deal for the sport, but also for the athletes as well. Just having a really good community that knows gymnastics. This community knows gymnastics.
It's going to be amazing. There's going to be events at the Minneapolis Convention Center leading up to the trials, which will be at the Target Center June 27th through the 30th. And if you'd like tickets for the event, you can find a link for them right now at KARE11.com.